take a look at the suspect. Actually, not really a suspect because he has admitted that he stabbed Austin Metcalf unarmed at a track meet. Here is Carmelo Anthony as he is leaving the courthouse. Take a listen.
Carmelo, why were you armed at school? Explain your self-defense. How is this self-defense?
That is from our friends at Fox 4 Dallas Fort Worth News. To Katie Barber joining me, mysanantonio.com. What happened at the bond hearing?
His attorney was asked about the knife and he refused to answer a question about it. He just said for unknown reasons, Carmelo brought the knife to the school. But the district attorney also acknowledged that it was for unknown reasons. So they're not prepared to go into that conversation, but it seems to be the most pressing comment or most pressing detail about the case right now.
Okay, who asked who about why the knife was brought to the track meet?
Howard's attorney was asked by the media after the hearing about this. And he just said it would be irresponsible for me or them to say why he brought the knife, and they're asking the public to withhold.
Okay, so hold on, Katie Barber. Let me understand. I asked you what happened at the bond hearing, and you told me something that happened outside the bond hearing, but I want to follow up on that. You're telling me that Carmelo Anthony's lawyer was asked why Anthony brought a knife to the track meet. Do I have it right so far, Katie Barber?
Yeah, he was asked why he brought the knife.
Right, got it. Yes, got it. I got it the first time. So hold on right there. Lisa Herrick, veteran trial lawyer who has handled cases in juvenile justice. So the lawyer wouldn't answer why Anthony brought a knife to a track meet. Here's my question. I'm sure you're familiar with implicit intent to commit a crime. Are you not?
Yes.
For instance, if I say, okay, Lisa Herrick, I've got a gun, it's loaded, and now I'm going to kill you. Bam. That's explicit. It's stated, and the law recognizes that. But there is also implicit intent. For instance, if I reach into my gym bag and take out a knife and shove it into your heart, I don't have to say, Lisa, now I'm going to stab you dead. It's implicitly proven by my actions. I don't have to announce them. This is the problem Carmelo Anthony's lawyers are going to have. Implicit and explicit intent are equal in the eyes of Lady Justice. Under the law, they carry equal weight. Him bringing a knife and then using it to stab someone dead is implicit intent to commit a crime. That's why the lawyer wouldn't answer that question, Lisa Herrick.
I think that's possibly why he wouldn't answer. I also would like to know what kind of knife it was. If we're talking about a large hunting knife, there's probably no reason why he should be carrying that. Maybe there is, and his attorneys just don't feel like disclosing that at this point. But if it's a small pocket knife or like a Swiss Army knife, maybe he carries that for other reasons. Maybe he just happened to have it in his backpack and used it for self-defense. We don't know what kind of knife it was at this point, or at least I don't know. And I think that makes a difference. I think that matters.
You know what? I think you're right, Lisa Herrick. I think you're absolutely right. If it's a pen knife or a folding knife, yeah, a lot of guys may carry those around. You're absolutely right. So the type of knife is going to be very important. It's my understanding it's a fixed blade. I don't know that. In other words, not a knife that you fold out. It's a knife with the blade attached, and it's not foldable. But we'll find out. That's a really good point. You know, isn't it interesting, Lisa Herrick, how one small fact can change the terrain, the topography of a case? Because if he shows up like a knife, for instance, out of the Brian Kohberger case, a fixed blade army knife, right? A military style knife with a sheath. That's much more menacing and much more of an implicit threat to commit a crime as opposed to a foldable penknife. You're absolutely right. I want to get back to the bond hearing. I want to find out why the admitted stabber of an unarmed boy at a track meet, for Pete's sake, a high school track meet, has walked free.